How I make compost. I use 1 part nitrogen, 2 parts carbon. Nitrogen are green things, are things that are living. There are some things that are not, that are considered nitrogen. Coffee and chicken poop are 2. Carbon can be anything from leaves, straw, pine shavings, paper, cardboard. So generally what I do is I use a 5-gallon bucket and I fill it up twice with the carbon and once for nitrogen. These are my 2 piles, my carbon and my nitrogen. Some of my carbon has nitrogen and some of my nitrogen has carbon in it. That doesn't really matter for me. If you want to get super technical, then have fun. But for me, I find that doing it this way, my compost bins break down within 6 months, and that's all I need. So I'm able to break my compost bins down twice a year. Normally that's done around spring and around fall. I'm able to make enough of compost to fertilize my entire garden. Not everyone is capable of doing this because some people have larger gardens. I have raised beds, so it allows me to fertilize my raised beds with less. If I was to have a in-ground garden, a large in-ground garden, my compost would not be enough to fertilize that garden. For my compost, I try to use as many different ingredients as possible. I found that works well for my gardens. Different plant matter has different levels of nutrition and vitamins, I guess. Since there was already about 1 5-gallon bucket full of leaves and stuff from the last bin that was on top, I'm only putting 1. You want to try to layer your compost bin like a lasagna. Also, the smaller your pieces, the quicker it'll break down. So, in here I have coffee grounds, eggshells, and pieces of rutabagas that we didn't eat. All of this I'm going to put in the middle of this bin to add more stuff. You can add any kind of vegetable scraps from your kitchen. Also, after I build my compost bins, I damp them off. And I also put something on top of them that's heavy to weight them down so it compresses easily. This compost bin will drop dramatically within the next few weeks. It'll be half the height that it is now, and I'll have to refill it. I'll refill it 3 times before I'll leave it to let it rest to finish doing what it's doing. What?